Welcome to, I don't know what part this is on the Egypt blog, but today we're going to Old Cairo. So this is outside of our hotel waiting for our Uber. Yes, they do have Uber in other countries. So yeah, enjoy that.
Everybody's in a red fucking car.
Right? That's the thing.
Like a Chuck E. Cheese. They just waiting in the traffic like fuck it.
Where are you?
It's you?
Okay, boom. We got into the Uber. I believe this is Samir who took us, and he was our driver for the rest of the trip. Here we are in Old Cairo, about to see the sights and sounds of ancient Egypt.
Here? My name is George. Today is my birthday. I have 54 years. I'm not long to buy, but I've been in your country 2 times.
We came to Old Cairo because we heard on our previous days here that there was a church that Jesus allegedly lived in during the Bible times, in his escape from King Herod or something like that. I don't know. I haven't gone to church in a long time. But anyways, yes. So we had to come find this church. And in Old Cairo, much to our surprise, but I don't know why we were surprised, like there was a ton of other stuff to see. At the beginning, when we first got dropped off, we ran into the shopkeeper named Tito. Like that's what he wants us to call him. That's his American name. So yeah, you'll see him in a minute towards the end of the vlog as well. Very hilarious, very fun person. But right now we're walking behind a bunch of people in this old timey alley. So put yourself back in the Jesus times and imagine Joseph, Mary, a donkey, whatever else was going on, wise men coming through this alley. Of course, there were no books like this for sale, but I'm sure they had other things, sugar dates, beets, whatever people were selling at that time. The other interesting part about this alley is that the whole entire time we've been in Egypt, you see all those crosses, religious iconography. The whole entire time we've been in Egypt, we have not been able to really get a drink anywhere. That lunch that we had by the pyramids was a fluke. We got beer. It was like triple the price. And everybody's like, oh, no, we can't because of the Muslim guidelines or whatever in the places that we've been. But on the Christian part of town, in this alley that is right by the church where Jesus himself once lived, we could freely buy alcohol, beer, whatever we wanted to. It's very interesting how things work, if you understand what I'm saying. Here we are at the nunnery of St. George. If you know anything about me, you know I love me some history, drama, dramatizations, historical fiction, all of that. So I could not believe that I was at like one of the oldest nunneries in the world, and I definitely saw a nun. I took a picture, but I did not put the video in here because who knows if that nun, wants y'all to know her business anyways. This chapel of St. George, nunnery of St. George, it has this well that the water is blessed allegedly. So people are there drinking from it, putting it on their babies. I saw a lot of babies being blessed, people washing their face. My dad and I put a little bit on our face. Didn't want to drink it, didn't want to roll those dice. This is inside the nunnery / chapel. Very, very old school. You can tell. I felt, again, this whole entire day like I was in the Bible. As a person who went to Christian school most of their life, I would say a solid like 80% of my education has taken place in Christian schooling. I went to Muslim school for a year. Very, very like accurate, I guess, to the description and things you've heard. Then they have this relief on the top so you can see Mary and Joseph, like, that you're on the way to that church. Crazy. My goodness. I was texting my grandma, I was sending her pictures. I feel since I've been here now with my own feet, own hands, I am now the holiest person in the family. So boom, this is the church. I believe it's called Abu Sigra. Can you see on the top? We're inside. They had this under thing. I don't know what was once in there, but you can see the water coming to the top. Very interesting. Then we go to the back. They had all these old, super old pictures of like Jesus' disciples, Mary. Some of them did in fact look black and have black aesthetics, like black hair, black noses. Just for the record, I want, people to know that. So we're walking around this church. There were a ton of tourists, so it was like best to take our time because we didn't want to rush down into the area where everyone was going to the Jesus cave underneath the church, because again, this was an escape route. Jesus was hiding, and the first family, as they call it. So this is what I mean about the tourism being packed. This is how you go down to the cave. It's right down there, like under that Jesus picture that you see. So we went ahead and let them go first, so then we can go and like kind of have it to ourselves a little bit. But just look inside, fully brick, like Leonardo da Vinci. Ain't got nothing on this. Very, very cool. Not as scary as some of the Catholic churches that we went to in Mexico. This one was kind of homey. It gave me like a certain type of vibe, certain type of calmness, I have to say. The oldest books I've ever seen in my life. Wish I could have touched them. This is the well that the Holy Family drank from during their hiding period. Now we're going down to the cave. Read the Bible. I guess I should Google it at this point. I know a bit of the story, but it's not fresh on my mind again. I haven't heard or listened to any of this since like high school times. But this is the cave that Jesus and his family were living in. The only modernization is they have fans down there because it's super hot, and I guess they want to keep it circulating. They had rocks and stuff too, like from the time where Jesus was there, and they had them like glassed off. Very cool experience. You definitely, like, I'm not the most churchy person. This is me, my dad inside, two sinners. But you definitely feel like a peace and a calm in there. I don't know if it's like the sugar pill thing, but I could definitely feel it. Coptic Gifts and Art. You gotta come here. It's next door to this restaurant and this old Fausta. They have a bunch of cool stuff. Very cool. It also has an ATM, so that's a like landmark, solid landmark. They got jewelry. They got a bunch of
I'm going to see a barber before I leave. I'm going to a salon.
Okay.
Get the razor, huh?
Yeah.
Bunch of cool stuff.
My father, he didn't ask me for the money every day, but he asked me how many people are which a nice country. That's what I'm looking for. I left your brother and this my daughter, like my daughter.
The owner, Uncle
happy?
Tito. Say hi,
Hello.
Uncle Tito.
I'm happy for you. You understand?
My dad.
Happy birthday. Birthday,
Yeah,
man.
birthday man.
Happy birthday.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tito. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Can I take with you again?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear Tito, happy birthday to you. And Tamberlin too. 30 and 54, these two.
Yeah.
Good luck for you.
Birthday friends.
Thank you. Brother,
We'll be back. We'll be back for 55.
thank you. Send me this one, please.
Will. You're eating? What are your names? Mohana?
Ahmad.
Ahmad? Jam. All right. And you cook?
I'll see you guys soon, huh?
I'll take a naan bread.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, come.
You have to eat.
You just.
Dip, man.
Okay. Just a little bit.
Thank
Thank you.
Come in every day, eat the next time.
Okay. Bye. When I first came into the shop, I noticed that Ahmad was back there cooking, so I thought it was super nice that on our way out they offered us food. They really didn't have to do that, so shout out to Uncle Tito, and definitely visit his shop if you're in Old Cairo.
Brother from another mother, sister from another mister. Welcome to Egypt, my sister that looks like Egyptian.
The kids in Egypt are great. All of them have super funny personalities. Most of them know English and love American culture. That little boy's brother had on a blue face shirt. I guess I should put a picture in so you guys can see. But yes, just a great time. I will definitely give Old Cairo a 10. The experience, the ease of getting around, the people were super hospitable. Here's our Uber to come pick us up, and then we're going back to the hotel. See y'all for the last episode. We're going to go to Alexandria. Make sure you check that out, and thank you for watching all of my Egypt vlogs. It's been very, very cool. I'm glad I could share this with you guys, and most importantly, I'm glad I went and got to share with my dad. So again, thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week with a brand new Egypt vlog.